You're listening to a podcast on the Podfix Network.
Hey there, Cowboys. This is Jeffrey Fella. You are listening to another fantastic episode of Little Bits and Pieces, and today I am joined by some of my favorite people in the whole wide world.
I'm
Matt
Christian
Walker.
Perfect. Nope, we're leaving it. And
Well, I'm editing it. Don't worry.
how are you going to edit out? Oh, you can, the audio
It's
separate.
multiple tracks.
Ah,
I'm
shoot.
Christian Torres.
You don't have to say.
Well, I didn't finish saying it
and-
last time. I said Christian fuck, and then
I thought that was your name, dude.
No, I needed to give you a clean.
Matt, edit it the right way. I think
I'm a wizard at editing.
I
thanks
think you
to
know the
two.
right way to edit it. Yeah, and so today we have a really cool topic out there. We have really been racking our brains, just kind of back and forth.
I bet you have.
Going to, you better believe it. Then go. Matt,
Sure.
Racks on your
what
brain.
is there to I
Go
have been racking my.
Go fuck yourself. So I'm saying.
Whoa, Christian's coming in hot
I
tonight.
have been racking my brain. That's
Okay,
unfair.
fine. No, please show me what you racked your brain and what you got.
Wow.
Okay, here's the topic. What's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite fruit? Mine's apples.
Jeff, that's a bad. Mine's
apples.
I don't think that helps you. I think that hurts you in this.
No, that's my
case.
favorite.
Is that the topic for today? Is that the topic?
Why are you British now?
He was
that
almost
mean?
British. He caught himself, and then he just did baby voice.
Is that a topic for
You're like
a topic we doing?
You're like a British bully. Okay, I get it. Well, that's hurtful. And
Yeah,
yes.
and I'm his sidekick. Yeah, what he said.
Do a podcast, man. Show us what you got.
Do one.
All right. Well, how about this then? I don't know. What do you guys think of hecklers?
Wow, what an apropos subject matter.
I agree. I think they're great. Episode over.
Man, really makes
Boy.
makes the preceding, thing that happened seem really thematically relevant, right?
You mean the fruit question? Because again, I racked my brain over that. And
Yeah.
Just to get it out of the way, mangoes are pretty high up there for me, I think.
Oh, I didn't expect that at all.
Oh my God, you guys. I don't know if either of you are aware of this, but when I lived in Hollywood, we did a fruit draft where we drafted fruit.
Okay.
And we ranked them.
What got the top spot?
Oh my God, I wish I still had the piece of paper. I think it was. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to reach out to Alec again. But I know mine was like watermelon, and they were like aghast.
Really?
They
Yeah,
were like,
I'm also a little taken
"What?
aback.
No, watermelon's a good fruit.
What?
Mm-mm.
It's so great.
Watermelon's great fruit.
What's your favorite?
It
Top five, Jeff.
Apples, bananas, pineapple. I'm not even done, and
pineapple's
you're
good.
making a face.
Pineapple's good.
Keep going. I'll hold my comments to the end, but I got a lot.
Do strawberries count?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're fruit.
It's a berry, though. I don't know. Strawberries and kiwi. Oh, kiwi's actually probably number one. A golden kiwi. Oof. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good stuff.
Okay, well, those are all like the most generic fruits that you could have picked.
There's a
What do you
reason they're
got?
popular.
What do I got?
Yeah, what are your top five?
All right, I'm gonna go. Obviously, number one, watermelon. Down from that, blackberries. Down from that, raspberries. Then I'm gonna go. Lychee.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go mango. Then my fifth one is like cherries.
I think you already
Okay.
had 5.
Yeah,
That
no,
was-
you did 6.
You did 6.
6 then. Fuck you.
Can I do berries for just 1 instead of strawberries? Can I just say berries?
No,
you can
no.
if you want
Look,
to. I mean, there's no
Yeah.
there's no regulation to the draft.
No,
Yeah, I'm doing-
berries
there's
is
no
a,
presiding body over the draft.
no. There is.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
doing
like a would you
berries.
rather question. It's like there are a lot of specifics. Berries is fruit. Is a
But there's
is a
more than one type of
category fruit.
blackberry.
Well, I know,
So
but
how
melon,
do you?
would I say melon? Watermelon and
Mm.
cantaloupe are night and day, my
Yeah, that's
dude.
true. Anyway, I gotta go now. So I'm gonna go mango. I'm gonna go pineapple. I'm gonna throw in blueberries up there,
Okay.
and then the other ones are real toss ups. I'm gonna say bananas because it's like because I feel like it's like I go to them a lot and they're unique. When you need a banana, you need a banana. I can't. No other thing fills that slot like a banana does.
That's
And
going to be
then-
your campaign slogan when you run. When you need a banana, you need a banana.
And then like my next one, my fifth one, I don't know, maybe like tomatoes or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Just to account
Oh,
to
that's
account
just you're trying to make
You're a
our audience
psycho.
upset.
to
I
account
get
for
it.
my love of Italian food, to
Yeah,
account for
you're-
Yeah.
The heel, I get it.
You're out of Walrus. I'm sorry.
Do you have a favorite type of banana?
What do you mean?
Like there's Cavendish.
Like
there's
boats are good.
okay.
Uh,
Have you ever heard of that Javanese ice cream banana? It's blue and it's supposed to
No.
taste like ice cream as a vanilla flavor.
ooh, I'd eat that.
Oh yeah,
I like
I've never
vanilla
had
ice
it.
cream.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
where
going to
do you-
go
where-
again.
where do
I'm
you
going to
get
go
'em?
again. What's it called? The durian?
Oh,
durian?
durian.
Durian, the durian.
Dorian.
The durian. Isn't that a race of
Dorian.
aliens?
The
The
durian. Is it?
It's,
Durian. I'm Googling it real
Doduo?
quick.
The duo is a Pokemon.
yeah, the duo is a
Doduo.
Pokemon.
No,
Doduo.
there's a comedian named Eric Dodorian. Never mind.
And he's an alien.
Yeah, and he's an alien. No, never mind. I was just gonna pick fruits
General
that nobody would ever pick.
Dodano or Dodana. Oh shoot, what's
Like
his name
eggplant,
in
I
Star Wars?
think. Is
Mm.
eggplant of no,
Oh,
no, that's
we're-
a vegetable.
well,
That's
yeah,
not
it's a
it.
fruit in the
Exeggutor is
sense-
another Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what are
You
we
know,
talking
yeah.
about now?
Top 5 Pokemon.
Oh, coconut. I like a coconut. I like things from coconut. I don't like coconut, but I love coconut water.
Okay,
I
so-
do love coconut. Yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't make your top 5 fruits.
Well, I don't know. It's coconut's fruit, right? So
Yeah.
maybe it does.
What? Just randomly, maybe it does. Fine.
Kiwi
Yeah, well,
is one.
I didn't
Kiwi is
consider
number
it.
one
It's
for
number
me.
6. Fuck it. I throw in a 6. Coconut. It's
All
like
right,
the
this-
fucking White Ranger of my
No,
fucking.
this is
lineup.
this is chaos. This has descended into chaos.
No, it's not. This is the fruit draft. This is how the fruit draft works.
So do
Man.
we have to like put our drafts like head to head for the food draft?
Well, that's the thing is then you pick, like, you guys said banana, both of you, and both of you
Right.
said pineapple, so that's 2 points for banana and pineapple.
Oh,
so our
shit,
top fruits
Our
are
banana and
actually
pineapple.
banana and pineapple, which I happen to believe neither of you want.
I would eat.
Wait,
I
you
don't-
don't think I want that?
I bought banana right just today.
Well, I
like
know, but it
2
was your
hours ago.
third, and it was his fifth, I
Did I
think.
tell you guys I almost died recently by making a banana smoothie?
Are you allergic to bananas? Because then it really shouldn't be on your list.
No, he stuck his hand in the blender.
No, it
Well,
was
that wouldn't
worse
kill
than that.
you. You just
I-
wouldn't
I-
have a hand.
I made a smoothie and the blade it broke off into my cup and I didn't notice until later when I went to go clean the cup. But like,
yeah, that could
Oh,
kill
so
you.
you could have swallowed a blade.
yeah,
is what
I
you
could have
mean.
swallowed it. I was drinking a banana smoothie with a blade in it the entire time, which is pretty
But
metal.
you have like microplastics in your body.
Yeah, but I think if they were like macroplastics, that would have killed me.
Well, the
you know,
one
and it
good thing
was-
about swallowing a blade or a razor blade is like
is that it's over.
coming out somehow.
Oh, I don't.
It's-
Okay,
you know?
I want to change the topic. This is
No,
uncomfortable.
I mean, like if it goes down and it's like, oh, it's gonna kill you by being in there. It's like, oh well, actually, it's gonna
and then
gonna
it
get
like
out.
cuts you on
Wait,
the way
what do you
out.
mean? What do you mean it comes
it's gonna
out?
slice out of you.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you die, and it's not an
I
upside.
mean, it's a good thing. You don't want it in there. Otherwise, you can't go to heaven if you're.
That's like
if you have a blade in you, is that a rule?
Yeah.
The good thing about drinking poison is, you might
It gotta-
vomit it up.
It gotta come
Yeah.
out eventually.
You can't go to heaven if you have piercings and metal in your body.
Wait,
No, I have heard that. I've heard
Yeah.
that.
You
can't go
Not
to
from
heaven
good
with
people,
your
but I've heard
piercings?
it. Some
Uh,
people believe that.
No, I believe.
But some
There's a
people believe
sect
all
of
sorts of
something.
shit.
Yeah,
It's.
some people think bananas are the best fruit.
I mean, they're
I did.
good. Do you
Apples
not
were
like bananas?
I like
apples were my
bananas
favorite.
fine.
Because
Apples were my
banana
favorite.
bread is dope as
Apples
fuck. Banana
is
bread can
like
slap.
apples, though.
No.
Apples is like the lamest
good.
one
No.
that you could possibly do.
What, apples are lame?
Good.
What?
A good crisp Macintosh just like blows away the rest.
Have you never had an apple pie? Are you
It's
anti-American?
It's the Tiffany of fruits.
Your
It's the
top five
Tiffany
did
of
not
fruits.
include an apple at all, Christian. Why are you defending number one apple?
Because apple pies are dope. And I did include an apple.
You know, yeah,
Pineapple's on
pineapple.
there.
All right, fine. Fruit draft's closed. We'll tally the numbers
Pineapple
later.
banana one, apparently.
Yeah.
I would drink a pineapple banana smoothie right now.
Oh shoot, that sounds.
I just
good.
unfortunately do not have a blender anymore because the blade broke
Oh
when I
my
made a banana
God.
smoothie.
If we had more people like
What do you
connecting
drink,
on
Matt?
Twitter and shit,
What do you drink,
I
Matt?
would be
Cum?
like, tell us.
Is that your top five? Is that in your top five?
Can you edit that out? My family listens to this. I don't.
Well, your family listens to this?
No, but I just on the off chance that they run across this episode, I don't.
Good God. Say, what's this episode about?
I think it's about the fruit draft. I
crass.
think.
It's just really crass.
I seem to think that this episode's about hecklers.
Oh yeah, hecklers, not for me.
Yeah, I'm going to pass too. Christian?
I mean, I don't love them, no.
All right, and thanks for joining us for the fruit draft.
Okay.
Featuring hecklers.
Okay. Let's switch gears just for a second. I obviously the fruit draft needed to happen. What's an experience with a heckler you've had? Like, what's one worth mentioning? Where it's like you want the world to know this is a heckler you met. This is how you dealt with it.
I haven't been heckled a lot.
Have you ever actually, Christian? Because I've seen Matt do it, and he just kind of cries
Right.
when he gets heckled. Christian, have you ever actually like confronted a heckler directly?
No, because I feel like in improv you get less hecklers than you do if you're like a stand-up or something like that. I feel like in general
Right.
just a less heckle heavy, unless you take the standpoint that heckling is any sort of audience interaction at all.
Yeah, you
Like
used to work in an aquarium, right?
I
Were you ever
did, yes.
heckled? Were you or the sea life ever heckled?
Actually, yes. And now that you mention it, more than I've been as an improviser, I was much more heckled as a member of the aquarium staff than
What?
as
Someone's like, "Oh, what do you like? Have
People would
sex
ask-
with the sea lions?"
something like that. People would ask, "Hey, do they
It's a
ever
big one.
let the male dolphins ever have some time with the female dolphins?" Because the male dolphin had his own separate habitat from the
Yeah.
two female dolphins. People used to always ask, like, "Do they
Well,
let them fuck?"
And this
That
guy's
sounds like
yeah,
a legit question.
Yeah.
I would
This
ask
guy's
that.
like, I'm here with my family and I'm very curious about this. I can't stop thinking about dolphins having sex. So
That's
please.
what dads ask. Dads ask two questions. They ask, "Do these dolphins fuck?" and "Can we eat the fish?" That is the only two questions.
Oh,
the
well,
dads
that's like a
ask.
dumb dad joke.
Yeah.
Well, the second
Everybody
one,
probably
the
goes,
first one's important. It's important, Matt.
Oh, well, you're a new dad, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and also, can you eat the fish, Christian?
No, they're rescues, so you can't eat the fish.
You rescued them from the water? What? Like,
Yeah. So did Jesus. That's what he did.
What? There's a
I
fisherman.
think he's a fisherman of men. Yeah.
And Matt had to take his headphones off. He's so confused. What, Matt? What is it? Is there an echo?
No.
No.
Oh,
What?
you're so lost that you just couldn't hear this nonsense anymore.
If you are lost, I know someone who can help with that.
The same
his
guy you were
name is
talking about. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Saber
the
of
one.
fish.
This same guy, yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah. I know him as a fish helper.
Yeah. Assistant to the fish, I think. I haven't read the book.
Matt, I've seen you heckled before. I've heckled you, in fact. How do you deal with hecklers?
It's funny. We actually had this experience recently. We were going up, but the groups before us were being heckled. And it really was like just watching it. And it's like, man, I would say improvisers have no idea how to deal with people interrupting a show, typically.
I agree with that. Yeah.
they
I think
just
in general, because you're mostly performing for other improvisers most of the time. So, as an improviser, so anytime you're not, it's
And
like,
also you've set up a world like if they're breaking the fourth wall for you, where in stand up it's like that fourth wall doesn't really exist, right? But in improv it's that fourth wall exists versus like our group we break it all the time. So I guess,
was
well,
this a show that we did? Or
no, you had moved obviously
okay.
what
to
show
Chicago
was
at that
this,
point.
Matt?
I don't know. It was you and I at the Mar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was a big group of people. There were like 8 people that came out to the show that were all in a big group, and there were like 3 or 4 very vocal people who weren't
Mhm.
necessarily like boo, but they were commenting, or they'd be like, "Yeah, that's right," or something.
They were kind
Um,
of like boo at one point. They were like this, like I think one of them said, "Please stop." At one point, it was rough.
Oof.
It was rough. Yeah.
Oof. Please
and
stop is worse than just being told to fuck off.
oh my
That's
god. But we were watching, and I can just remember being like, man, no one is acknowledging these people. They're
Mm.
not even acknowledging them. Um, and we're kind of like whispering to each other. It's like, what are we gonna do? Um, and I can remember, I think, Geoff, your initial reaction was like, we can't feed the fire. We cannot give
which I think is
attention
pretty
to them.
standard. I think
Mm.
a lot of people would say that.
I think so, but I we like I was like, yeah, but I was like, but these guys are doing that and it's not working.
Mm.
Sure. No,
In
what
my
happened
brain.
was fine. I think what you did was not acceptable in terms of like what's,
Yeah.
society accepts, but I think it worked.
What did you do?
No,
God.
we how we get our suggestions, and we're very talkative and
Right.
conversational. I talked right to them, and like strictly to them, you know.
Right.
And you know, we're 1 minute in, and they they very audibly go, "Oh, these guys win. They are the best. These guys understand this." And I'm like, "All right." But by that point, like, 7 of the 9 people that were there left
Oof.
because
Of
they
the
were ruining the
hecklers.
show
For
for
everybody else.
themselves.
Oh, for themselves. Oh, I see.
Yeah, so they're like, "Oh, this isn't that funny," and it's like, well, it's because you guys are you're like scaring these people.
Right.
They can't do improv when you're doing this.
Right,
Um,
because to what Jeff said, there is like this decision to be made of like, do you of like to how do you like have that balance of like acknowledging what everybody's noticing, which is that like clearly these people are being intrusive, but while not giving people more attention if what they want is attention. It's this weird like balancing act.
I, I,
yeah, I
I,
my thing was scare them, give them the opportunity to basically have the light shined on them,
yeah.
and
Right.
then they go, "Oh, actually, I don't want this."
And I think that is actually not see, the only time is when it backfires and they ham it up, and that can be kind of, but I do think, because the idea is like ignore it and maybe it'll go away. It never really does go away, right? Like it
No,
does need to, they're never going to be like, all right, I'm done
because
heckling.
it's like if they have no consequence, then they're not going to
Right.
stop.
Right.
Right. The one that I always remember, we had a show in college.
Yes, I was going to bring this up too.
This
Yeah,
guy, I actually I not felt bad for him, I
we
guess,
felt
but
bad for him. This
yeah,
poor
whatever.
guy.
But he was, I don't even remember how he was heckling. It wasn't anything egregious. I
He
think he
was
was,
very drunk, and he was just commenting. It'd be like, "Yeah, that's right."
yep. And then Alec goes, oh, Alec did actually feel bad. I remember afterwards, Alec, for those who are listening, a member of our college team, I remember afterwards he came up and was like, was that too mean? Like, I feel really bad. He goes to the audience and goes, hey, everybody, boo that guy. And then he points right at him and everybody turns and like boos him audibly.
And that was, and we should also say that like that was probably an audience of about 400.
Oh, yeah, it was
between 400 and
massive.
500 people just
Damn.
screaming at this guy. And I remember seeing him in the audience. Did
Just
you
like
see him?
slumped down.
Yeah, he was just like,
yeah.
oh.
That
Yeah.
is almost amazing though, because how many people can say they've gotten booed by over 400 people? That's
Well,
like an accomplishment.
the sad part was he was just drunk and enjoying the show.
Yeah,
So it was like,
yeah.
oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had far worse hecklers. I mean, that's the thing about college shows is you want not just drunk, like you'll get people who are like
Yeah.
high and everything, like on
Right.
every kind of substance, right?
Do
Well-
you remember the secret show we did?
Yeah, that's what I was
where the
thinking.
guy vomited. He just like puked spaghetti
Oh,
like
no, that's not what I was
onto
thinking.
stage.
What? No?
Yeah, I didn't even notice it, but yeah, supposedly he got sick and he just like it was like a full plate of spaghetti.
I mean,
Just
improv is
on
never
stage.
It's rare that you're going to be you're doing improv in places where somebody like that very well could exist and come in. You kind of have to it's sort of a part of the art form to be able to not
Right.
always, but I think you do have to have that readiness. At festivals and stuff, you're not going to see it so much because like everyone there they're there for the craft, right? But like yeah, you're performing at a theater downtown. Someone might stumble in, and you don't know what you're gonna get. There are far worse things too. You could be performing next to a party venue, and the speakers are turned all the way up. But
Oh yeah, that was that show. That was that show.
that same show.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
I was at a show like a couple nights ago. I wasn't performing, just watching, but where there was like a bachelorette party that was in there, and it's this weird thing of like. I don't know if I'd classify what they were doing as heckling, but I would say they were being intrusive. So
Yeah.
maybe it was heckling. I don't know, because there is that kind of like. I think some people have like a differing opinion on like how much is allowed to engage with the
Right.
performers on stage.
Well, and it's like, what are they saying? Like, I've had hecklers a lot. Like, this will happen a lot where they're like, oh, Jeffrey, you're so funny, you're so handsome, you're magnetic, your personality is magnetic, everything you do has a sort of animal magnetism to it.
Right.
And like, how do you respond to that? A lot of people would say that's disruptive, but for me, I just run with the energy. Like I get that not everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, Matt, you see
Yeah.
this during the shows all the time.
Yeah,
'cause-
you're basically describing how people aren't actually watching what you're doing. They're just talking the whole time, just saying words basically of
That
things
they
that they're not even
mean
noticing because they're
about
talking
a
the whole
performer
time.
that they think is really good. And so again, this can be an issue when you do improv at this level. You start to attract just people who need to talk about it.
I mean, I just don't invite my family to shows, and that tends to.
Okay,
tends
I
to
see-
solve
I
it.
see
Your
the burn.
family would heckle you.
I see the burn. No. This was a clever burn,
Oh,
Matt.
I
You
see.
missed
I
it.
see.
Yes,
Yeah,
I see the
get
burn.
it. I get it. I got it.
No, these are supermodels actually.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, they come to our shows. These are,
Oh, not the best not the best audience to like judge improv. Then
whoa, these are very like
hot supermodels.
Yes.
That'd be great if you just left it there.
smoke
And I'm like, oh,
shows,
never mind then. Yeah,
total
that's a good
smoke
point.
shows, and yeah. So watch yourself, Matt.
Yeah, I feel like in my book, I am always someone to include everybody, and it's almost always better, and you win the audience over better if like bachelorette parties, like, woo, it's like take your pants off, whatever, that
Right.
kind of shit, and you go, hey, you want to come up here for a second, because
Right.
it's like they don't know that they don't want the attention. They don't
Right.
understand it until it
Right.
happens, or they do, and then they get it, and then they can be done with it.
Yeah. The team that I saw did a really good job of incorporating it in a really nice way, and like giving them throwing them a bone and making sure they had a nice night, well, without like isolating the rest of the audience, which was nice. I think that's the one thing you get the danger of, like if you engage too much with a heckler, is you lose the rest of the audience who just wants you to carry on
Right.
doing what you're
Yeah.
doing. But it's
I
so
don't know.
awkward though if you're in that room and someone
Yeah.
just won't stop. It's like so awkward. And as the performer, like you're kind of the one who has to deal with it, because other audience members aren't gonna do
Right.
do
I mean, I
anything about
don't think anyone in the audience enjoys a heckler. Like, I'm not sitting in the audience being like, "This guy, he's pretty funny,"
Well,
you know. You
I mean,
enjoy watching hecklers, Matt.
but if it's brought in and it makes sense and it's able to be dealt with, people
Well,
respect that so much more in performers.
Yeah, maybe in
well,
a
I think
performer, but
I think some performers like almost incorporate it into their acts like
Yeah.
more. Like some, I mean, you know, there's so many, especially stand-ups who are like, I feel like heckler performers, where it's like they almost want to get the hecklers because that's part of the act.
I mean, it's basically
Yeah.
crowd work at that point, right?
Right. And
But
even our act, it's like I don't think we encourage hecklers, but we definitely engage with the audience more than is normal than for most improv teams.
But
Yeah.
I still wouldn't say like I don't want to watch like, especially if it's a team that isn't capable of like I don't think anybody wants to watch
yeah.
that.
I mean, the idea
well, no, Matt,
is
you do. It feeds your inner
no,
bully.
I don't. No,
Feeds your inner bully.
all I'm saying is that if the team can deal with the heckler, it can be masterful.
Right.
Yes, yes. I would still prefer to just watch like good improv, even with crowd work, with like good crowd work. But sure,
Well, I mean, that's basically what I'm describing.
yes, but with the caveat that a heckler kind of because the heckling initiates it. That they're the ones who they're active, not passive.
Where like if you go into the audience and talk to somebody, that's not heckling; they're just responding to you. Like if
Matt,
they
Right,
say
but
something-
if you go
do you
out
not
into the
understand that?
audience, but if you go out into the audience, you invite people.
This
to
makes
do
a
that.
lot of sense, Matt, because we'll be in shows and you'll be like, hey, what's your favorite color? And someone will say blue, and you're like, heckling, you're heckling. And you do that. It's very obnoxious.
Yeah, the way I actually deal with hecklers is I just scream at them. Can I get a suggestion? Shut the hell up! Shut the hell up!
And it's very misleading. And I'm glad actually that we came to this point because I really wanted to say, don't do that. Like, stop
Well,
that.
I'm an
Man of your word.
American citizen, and I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
yeah,
Freedom of choice, freedom of
choice.
I don't know. Well, I guess that is a bad example because a lot of people don't have that freedom. Almost half the population.
Where are you going, Matt?
Freedom of speech, I believe, is what you were looking for.
Where are you going?
Well, half the country is women, and they're being assaulted upon. There's a war on women right now. Geoff, I'm sorry you don't want to talk about it.
Nope, that's not.
Sorry, does this make you uncomfortable that
No,
the powers that be are incurring a war on women? Or are you more like we're at 27 minutes and you're like, we probably
we're
shouldn't get
about
into
here.
it?
Yeah, we're about time, and I think this is a good place to stop. I want to thank everybody who's on the show today. I want to thank Christian Torres for coming out.
Yeah.
I want to thank Matt Walker.
If you're interested to hear more about what Geoff doesn't want us to know, then tune in next week. It's cool.
No, we can have I don't think it's a great idea, but we can have an episode where we discuss this in depth. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know what? You want to pilot this ship? Go ahead.
By the way, I like your flag on the wall.
No,
heritage, not
no
hate, right?
It's
Geoff?
a blank wall. It's wallpaper. I have wallpaper from the original owner. It's flowers. It's a very flower. It's quite pleasant, actually. All right, so
this is dumb.
Anyway, say the side up, Geoff.
Yeah, so thank you, Cowboys. Remember, we do have a lot of new social media accounts you can follow us on. We got our TikTok. We got Matt. What else do we have? You know off the top of your head.
We're on all of them, but we're at Walrus.
We don't
Comedy.
have a Reddit.
I mean, can we have a Reddit?
We could have a Walrus subreddit. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh well, that doesn't.
Well, you can have a Reddit account for
Go ahead,
Walrus.
say it doesn't matter because we're
It'll
not
be
big
user,
enough. Say it,
user Walrus.
No, I know we're big enough.
Let's do
we
an
have
AMA.
a Discord. We technically have a
AMA.
Discord. An AMA. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, you can ask us anything.
That would be AUA. So
ask me anything.
Yeah, at Walrus Comedy. Yeah.
I consider us close enough that we're one person.
We are one, you and I. We are like the earth and sky.
Yeah, thank you so much, Cowboys, for tuning in. We'll catch you next year. Get along, little doggies.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Not the next episodes, right? Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Christian Torres from Walrus.
If you're interested in supporting this show, the best thing that you can do is rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure to check out walrus.com, that's WALLARES, for a full list of our socials, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Stay tuned for news about any live shows that we may have, and new episodes of Little Bits and Pieces come out every Thursday wherever you get your podcasts.
The show you've just listened to is a part of the Podfix Network. To listen to other shows on the network, head over to podfixnetwork.com, follow on Twitter @Podfix, and join the Podfix Nation at facebook.com/Podfix.